let's start with Bill. What are the directions for the guided practice numbers 1 and 2?
Write each expression in symbols.
So we're going to see how to write probability. The word probability becomes what letter? P. And then they put a pair of what around the actual event? Pair of what? Parentheses. So how would I write that the spinner lands on a number less than 5? Number, could we do this number and then put less than 5?
Yeah.
And then it says is, that's the what sign.
Equal.
And then we just write 2/3 down. Be sure you use 2 lines for your fractions because you have quite a few fractions. And number 3, 4, and 5, what are we supposed to do there? Julie? What are the
Write
directions?
each expression in words. Assume that the spinner has things above.
So in words, what does number 3 say?
P.
No, you have to translate that. What does the capital P stand for?
Probability.
The probability, and what are we doing?
For white on red.
That the spinner lands on what? You gotta say the word spinner because we want to know what the event is. On white or red. So you have to write that out. And now you see the advantages of writing it this way. Number 5. Emma, what should we write for that one?
The probability.
That the spinner does not land on 4. Okay, 5. 7, Marissa, read that.
Describe the favorable outcomes for the event the spinner shown lands on red. Describe the unfavorable outcomes.
So the favorable outcomes would be that it lands on what sections?
Red.
I think they want the numbers.
Oh, 3.
Section 3, is there another one that shows red? 1. What would be unfavorable?
4 and 2.
4 and 2. So identify those 2. Number 9, what are we supposed to do in the next section? Kyle?
Find each probability for the spinner shown.
So number 9 is asking for what?
Probability of generated on section 2.
9. Careful. You don't have to write the problem down. I'm just going to put it up here.
Oh, yeah.
Probability of red. So how many ways can you land on a red section?
2.
Out of how many possible?
4.
Reduce your fractions always. That simplifies to 1/2. And I do need to see your work. Don't just put 1/2 down. I want to see the original fraction. Number 11, probability of white or blue. Madison?
It would be 2.
Or 2 white or blue over
2 over 4.
reduces to 1/2. 13, it says the probability that you get a number greater than 0. Caroline?
1.
1. It has to happen. All the numbers are bigger than 0. Next section, 14 through 16, the directions are, Emma?
Find the odds in favor of each event for the spinner shown.
So now we're talking odds, the way it can happen to the ways it can't. So number 15, what are your odds of a 1 or a 2?
2 to 2.
There are 2 ways you can get the 1 or 2 to 2 ways you cannot. So 2 to 2, which can be reduced to
1 to 1.
1 to 1. And that's your final answer. Now we're on the exercises. What's the event, Robbie?
Use the spinner at the right, find each probability.
Number 1, the probability that you get a red.
Is 2 out of 4.
No, you're giving me
Oh,
odds.
2 over 6.
Probability is all possible ways for the bottom. And that simplifies to
1/3.
1/3. Number 3, the probability of an odd number. Olivia?
So it would be 3.
There are 3 odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, to all possible ways.
Over 3 or 6.
6, probability is how many ways you get what you're looking for over all possible. Odds is can and can't, so be careful. And that reduces to 1/2, good. Number 5, you're looking for the probability of not red.
It'd be 4 over 6.
Good, there are 4 not red over 6. Simplify,
2 over 3.
good. Number 7, the probability of not white.
3 over 6. 37. 1/2.
Good, there are 3 not white to 6 total, and that's 1/2. Number 9, Zoe, the probability of 9.
0.
There's no way you can get a 9. That's correct. Now what are we doing in 11 through 20, Maggie?
Use the spinner at the right, find the odds in favor of each event.
So now we're doing odds, how many ways we can. The word 2, so how many ways we can. So what are your odds of a W?
1, 2, 4.
Very good. There's 1 W and the rest of them, the other 4 are not. Number 13, your odds in favor of landing on a W, an X, or a Y.
3 to 2.
There are 3 and 2 that are not. So 3 to 2 is correct. Number 15, not white.
2 to 3.
Careful, how many are not white?
3.
To how many that are white?
2.
It's 3 to 2. It's how many ways can to how many ways you can't. 17, a red or a U. John, how many ways can you have it land on a red or a U?
3 to 2.
3 to 2 of them that are not red or U. 19, an X. Your odds in favor of it landing on an X or a Y.
2 to 3.
There are 2 that you can have that happen, to 3 that you cannot. 21, read the directions to that, William.
Assume that there is an equal chance that a coin will show heads or tails facing up when it has been tossed. A, find B heads. B, find the odds in favor of heads.
A, find the probability of heads. How many ways can you get heads?
1/2.
To a total of 2 possibilities, so that would be 1/2. Now do B, your odds of getting a head.
1 to 2.
How many ways can you get heads? William, how many ways can you toss a coin and get heads?
1.
2, how many ways can you not get heads?
Oh, 1.
Yeah, odds are different. It's 1 to 1. You have an equal set of odds there. 23, actually 22 through 29. Now what are we doing? Olivia?
A number cube that has 6 sides numbered 1 through 6 is both. Find each probability.
Okay, what's the probability that it'll land on a 6?
1 to 6.
1 out of 6. It's not, don't use the word 2, make it a fraction. We'll keep the 2 for the odds. 1/6 is your probability of it happening. Number 25, the probability that you will have it land on a prime number. Chaz, of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 that are on this cube, how many of those are prime? You have exactly 2 factors.
2, 4, and 6.
2 does. 4 has more than 2 factors.
Okay, never mind.
1, 2, 4. 2 has exactly 2 factors. There are 2 more that are prime.
3.
3 has exactly 2 factors, 1 and 3. What's the other one?
5.
5. 1 is not prime, remember, because it only has 1. So there were how many primes?
3, 2.
And that's not the 2. Don't say 2, that's odds. 3 over,
3 over 6.
yeah, and that simplifies to what fraction?
1/2.
1/2. Number 25.
That was 25.
That was 25. Number 7. The probability that you get a number less than 6.
1
Sarah?
and 1 and 6.
How many numbers are less than 6 on a cube?
5.
Which one's not less than 6? The 6, right?
Oh, 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6. Number 29. Your probability that you get a number that's less than 9. Monica? When you toss that cube, the number's less than 9,
6 out of 6.
which is what?
1.
It has to happen. If it has to happen, you put a 1. If it can't happen, you put a 0. The next experiment, what are we doing there? Read it, Charlie.
The bag shows at the right contains 3 red, 6 blue, 4 white, and 3 green marbles. 1 marble is selected at random. That is purely by chance. Find each probability.
Now we're talking probability. So how many are not blue? They said there are 3 red, 6 blue, 4 white, 3 green. So eliminate the blues for a second.
There's 16.
Well, that's the total. How many of those 16? You're right on the total number of marbles is 16. But how many are not blue? The 3 red,
Oh, 10.
there would be 10. The 3 red, the 4 white, that's 7, and the 3 green. Can that be reduced? Number 33. The probability that you have a red, a green, or a white. How many are red, green, or white? Haley? Is that the same as not blue?
Yeah.
So how many were not blue?
10.
That's the number
Or
that's
9.
red. No.
Wait, what? Oh, 6.
Okay, how many are red, Haley?
3.
Keep adding, run a total. 3. How many are green?
4.
How many are green? It's
Oh,
in the
3,
pair.
sorry.
That's 6. How many are white?
4.
That makes a total of
Wait, 6 plus 4 is 10.
10.
Wait, I said 10.
They'll disagree. You said 9.
Oh, okay. I thought I said 10.
And it's on tape. So 10 over 16 simplifies to
5/8.
5/8. And that's the very same thing as 31. If it's not blue, it must be red, green, or white. That's why we came up with the same answer. And 35 through 39, what are we doing there?
Use the bag of marbles shown above. 1 marble is selected at random. Find the odds in favor of each one.
Now this is odds, so it's going to be how many ways we can do it to how many ways we can't. So using the same bag of marbles, how many, what are your odds of a blue or a white? How many ways can you get blue or white?
6 blue and 4.
So that totals up to how much?
Wait. Oh, 10.
10. 2, how many ways can you not get a blue or a white? 6, through the 3 red and the 3 green. Now can that be reduced
Yeah.
to what?
5. Or
5 to,
5 to 2.
right, you can divide both the 10 to 6 by 2. 37, your odds in favor of not red.
13
There are 13 that are not red good
to 3.
to 3 that are. So those are your odds. And number 39, the last one, how many, what are your favorite what's your odds in favor of a white or a green? Amir, white or green?
7.
2, how many are not white or green?
9.
9. Very good. Okay, stop.